All right, this is the step-by-step process that you need to use to set up your demand gen campaigns. Now, before you start a demand gen campaign, what I do want to really reinforce is that you need to have at least 100 users inside of an audience. And the reason for that is because you need these 100 to be able to create a seed list, because what demand gen does is that it looks to create lookalike audiences from your current audiences. It's not targeting those people, it's using those people as a baseline to target new people. Now, 100 is the baseline, but I do recommend that the larger this list is, the better. But the way that you can check that is that if you go into Google Ads, go to Tools and then Audience Manager, you then want to go to your data segments and you can start to see the sizes of your audiences. Now, the other thing that you want to recommend is that you have specific video ads. So I wouldn't just be repurposing any content you've got. What I would really recommend is that you are recording different ads and you want to have these elements in it. So a strong hook, you want to be able to highlight a problem, and you want to introduce your product as a solution, build trust and authority, and then have some strong and clear call to actions. Remembering that you may be targeting people who have never heard of you before. So you just want to make sure that you're able to grab their attention and then really drive the results that you're looking for. The other thing that you need to make sure is that you've got your ads ready to go. And inside of this guide, you can also see the image specifics that you need, or the image specs. And then once you've got that ready to go, you can head into Google Ads. You want to click on Create Campaign, New Campaign, and then you can either go for sales or leads. In this case, you can go for leads. You can also go for awareness and consideration, but we'll just go for leads for this one. And then it's a matter of, if you want to remove any of these goals, you can by selecting that. Once again, it doesn't remove it from your account. It just means that when you move to any bidding strategies like maximize conversions or maximize conversion value, it doesn't take the conversions that have been removed into account. We're happy with both of those. We're going to click continue. Then we're going to select demand gen and then go through and click continue. Now, when it comes to the campaign name, I want to be able to have a campaign name that's easy for me to know what we're talking about. And for this one, we're going to be doing this for masterclass leads. So we're just going to shorten that down to MC leads. Now, the campaign name is only internal, so no one else is going to see it, but it just lets you know what is worthwhile for you. What we're going to do here, we're just going to generate this for clicks. You can do conversions or clicks. The reason being is this is a newer brand, so we're just wanting to, we don't have lots of conversion data, so we just want to get some initial data out there. Then you can add in your budgets. Now, for your budgets, you've got two options. You can set a daily budget, or you can set a campaign total. Daily budget basically just runs like your other budgets, estimate amount per day. You can have it as unlimited, so it runs all the time, or for a specific period of time. Or you may want to go that we are just going to be running for a $1,000 budget, and we want this to run for the next month, or you could do 2 months, or you could select your own option from there. Now, you may see a warning here. Google is wanting you to spend more money, so I'm usually just ignore that one from there. Some of the things you do need to be thinking about is your location and your devices. So what I'd be looking at in through here is, firstly, is I generally like to enable campaign level location and language targeting. Now, Google will recommend that you can do this at the ad group level. You can also do it at the ad group level, but for us, because we only want this to go to certain locations, so let's just say for this one, we only want the ads to go to Australia, United States, and United Kingdom. Once again, I'm just using this as an example. We're just going to keep it set up like that. When it comes to devices, the only thing I do recommend for you to look at is if you've got an ad which is driving people to certain websites, I would generally turn off TVs. The reason for that is because if we're wanting them to go offsite, a TV generally isn't a good place for that to occur, just thinking about the usability of it. If it's just general awareness, TV is going to be fine. So just think about those options from there. And then when you're happy with all of that, you can go through and create your first ad group. I've just put in an ad group, so it's masterclass. Now you can go through and add in your audiences. Once again, if you've got some previous demand gen campaigns, you can see your audiences in here. We're going to create a new audience just so I can show you through the process of this. And what you can do through here is that you can either add in some other custom segments or you can create a new one. And what you're doing in through here is you're going through and you can add in any targeting around people who have searched certain types of keywords, or if they've gone to certain types of websites, or if they have any types of interests. So you can just go through and start adding those lists in. You can then also add in your own data. And then from there, you can create a lookalike segment. Now, the way that this works is this is what the seed list was about. And remember how you said you need to have at least 100 on the list. So we've got this in through here. You can see this one has 420 people in it, which is enough because we need 100. And then you can choose how far out from that you want Google to go. So it's whether it's narrow, balanced or broad. Broad being it's less loose with looking at the data from these 420 pixels. So that's how you can go through and add in this audience in there. I'm just going to select this one because we've already got set up, but I've shown you the process of how we go through and set that up. And then we need to go through and create our new ad. Now there's 3 different types of ads you can create: a single image ad, a video ad, or a carousel image ad. So let's just say we're going to set this one up as a video, and we're going to call this angle 1. You do need to add in your URL that you're wanting people to go to, and we've added that in through there. And then this is where you can set some different videos. So we've already got some videos added in through here. And then from there, you just need to start adding in some different headlines. The other thing that you can do is you can also add in some different site links if you want them to go to different parts of your website. We're going to add in 2 through there. And you can also add in your display URLs. Now there's 2 options you've got here. As you can see from here is that we did have the options to add in more than one video. But what I like to do if you really want to do some good split testing is I would actually go through and add this as a secondary ad. So we'd create a new ad with a different video, and then we can do a really good split test on them. But you can also do that after the campaign has been set up. And once you've got all of the areas added, we've just got to add a logo in here. You can then go through to your review, and then when it's all ready to go, you can go through and publish your campaign. And that's how you set up your demand gen campaigns.